Good evening, people. This is Alpha Zero Forum at your service. In other words, Alpha or Zero, you can call me. I am very sorry for this late review for Tokyo Ghoul Episode 2. Had to come home late, got my dinner, ate a lot, and had to take care of the damn dishes and so forth. And honestly, overall, when I looked at this episode, wow, like a very great way to even want to struggle yourself, like to maintain your own humanity overall. And I got to say, Kaneki is pretty much really killing himself real badly, well, mentally and physically. All I know is like watching this episode, more blood. Too bad much of it was censored in the colored image, you know. And I can't wait to talk about it, you know. Sorry for this late review, but let's get started. At the beginning, of course, Kaneki is forced down human flesh upon his throat and ends up trying to put himself as if he's human, you know. And later on, the girl beats him up really badly and tells him, like, let me tell you something, you're not a ghoul nor a human, so what the hell are you, you know, that kind of thing. Wonder what human food actually tastes like, she's thinking, you know, that kind of thing, and so forth. Forgot the purple haired girl's name, I'm sorry, you know. It's just like, I'm doing this review now and so forth, and there'll be other videos that I'm going to be posting up too, but they will be late in the night. Don't get angry at me and so forth. Okay, let's get back on topic. Later on, a butler comes in and decides to help Kaneki out. And later on, coffee is the only thing that ghouls can drink and get used to, you know. And I'm like, oh dear me. So pretty much this is going to be one tough battle for Kaneki right now, you know, that kind of thing. Later on, the next day, he goes to school and sees Hide, and he ends up having a little talk with him, you know, and they end up talking, you know, and then they end up meeting a guy named Nishio, or Nisho, I don't know what's his name, but it starts with an N, and it's the same guy from the ending of episode 1, you know, and that thing was like, wow, this is gonna be one crazy thing that's gonna be held down tonight that I'm watching, you know. And I was so into it, like I didn't even realize like I gotten 14 minutes of it ahead of myself, you know, because that's how interesting this series is getting me to. I think it's already on my top right now. It's like blowing me up. I'm not gonna lie about that. Overall, I gotta admit though, like the fight, I gotta admit, when Hide and Kaneki ends up going with Nishio or something like that, Nishio kicks Hide and he was about to eat him or kill him, you know, that kind of thing. Later on, like Kaneki decides to like not want to see his friend get killed or anything, because he's the only friend he ever has in his life when I look at it, and activates his ghoul powers. Well, not really sure if he really activated it, to be honest with you, and later manages to kill Nishio, or Nisho, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm like, wow. It's pretty sorry, still kind of sick. And manages to kill him off, and too bad the blood was kind of censored, which I am kind of ticked off a bit, but that's just a minor complaint compared to what the rest has given us. And looking at Kaneki, he's really losing it. He was about to eat his own friend. Then the same girl that beat him up one time came in front of him and says, you're only going to regret it later, you know, that kind of thing. Later on, Kaneki tells her to move, and as the ghoul side of him is starting to take over really badly, you know, that kind of thing. And later on, they end up fighting, but in the end, you see it here, you know, I mean, that kind of thing. Kaneki probably lost if he actually fought her, when I look at it. And he ends up going to see that Hide's fighting with the butler ghoul, and Kaneki or something like that pretty much is upset, knowing that he can't beat, he's a ghoul, he's not a human or a ghoul, you know, but the butler tells him, like, let me help you out, you know, that kind of thing. Then we see a girl with a couple of bandages on her, you know, and, well, over to here, she did fight with him, and honestly, yeah, pretty much end of story. Next episode, I'm actually looking forward to. Funny preview ending right there. I'm not gonna lie about that. Pretty hilarious. Very, very hilarious. Later on, when I watched this episode, pretty interesting, you know. I mean, blood there, here and there, fighting all over, but you know, like that kind of thing. Just a little censoring in the end, which kind of ticked me off, but that's a little minor complaint to what it actually gave me, with this psychological, mental thing to struggle with his own will, you know, that kind of thing. So I gotta say, it's a very good episode. Loving it. Hopefully to see more in the end. And if anything else, like yeah, that's about it. My review is gonna be done here. I am Alpha. I am Alpha Zero Forum. In other words, Alpha or Zero. You can nickname me as that. And I'll see y'all next time. I'll see you on my next video, which will come up maybe a little later and so forth. Might be late, but hey, I like to keep on track. All right, later.